What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So in this video we're talking about one of my favorite topics, affordable fragrances, and another one of my favorite topics, blue fragrances. Put them together and you have some awesome bang for your buck, do-it-all stuff for the warmer weather. These I would prefer to wear in the warmer weather overall. So these are slightly more on the light blue side of things. So we've got 5. Let's get into it. Starting with one that really surprised me. This was recommended by a lot of viewers for a long time. I'm glad to finally have it. This is Dunhill Icon Racing. So don't let the green hue to the bottle fool you. This is very much in the same vein of a more woody take on Invictus Aqua, which I'm a huge fan of. It has a little bit of that bubblegum feel, but more fresh, aquatic, and like I said, a nice woodsy tone. There's a little bit of spice hiding in the background that comes out a little bit more on skin. But this rivals Invictus Aqua 2018 to me, because I think the addition of the enhanced woody nuance here really changes the scent profile's character and, I don't know, makes for a better everyday fragrance in the warmer weather. Not just in the summer, but I think spring, summer, fall, kind of a 3-season thing if you want something really fresh and inviting but still has a little bit more going on than just a basic freshie. Again, average performance to slightly above average, 6-7 hour type of range on skin. Nothing crazy strong, but far from weak. And I picked this up for like $39 from Fragrance Buy, which I'll have links to everything down below if you want to check any of these out. But yeah, if you haven't gotten your nose on this yet, you're missing out like I was. This is Dunhill Icon Racing. One that a lot of people really enjoy. 20 bucks, $20 to $30 range will get you anywhere from a 100 ml to a 200 ml. It's in some ways a more complex take on Versace Mano Fresh, because there's a lot more going on here, but it does closely resemble it overall. It's Antonio Banderas Blue Seduction. This has been a cheapy hype beast over the years. It's very easygoing, super easy to like. You're not going to get a ton of performance. I get about 3 to 4 hours of longevity on skin, but you can get it so cheap. You can just spray away. It smells so good. Has this beautiful melon, citrus, aquatic type of feel to it. There's a little bit of warmth and as well as some woods. There's a lot of musk here as it dries. Like I said, there's kind of a lot going on, but it doesn't smell like too busy of a fragrance. It's actually much more simplistic than that overall. It just kind of fades into my shirt. I just noticed in the camera angle it's the same blue. That's kind of funny and random and pointless to talk about. But if you haven't gotten your nose on this one yet, it's kind of a cheapy staple in most people's collection because it's great for the gym. It's great as a refresher to run errands. It's great out to shower, lounging around, and it's just great on a very hot summer's day if you want something that just does the job, I guess you could say, and is super attractive for about the hour projection that you're going to get, because it is on the mild side as far as the sillage you're going to get for the following few hours that it'll still be on your skin. But boy, that first hour of projection is just magic. This is super attractive. I would highly suggest picking this up. Blind Buy Safe. Check it out for 20 bucks. It's Antonio Banderas Blue Seduction. I've got 4 of the 5 in this line, and this is easily my favorite because of the use of the aldehydes here. It's beautiful. Aldehydes and orange. It's a fizzy orange type of smell. It's Tous Man Sport. I believe there's a little bit of apple in here as well. It's got a watery aquatic feel. Decent performance, 4 to 6 hour range. So enjoyable, a little soapy. It's kind of it's fun, but not too playful at the same time, because it's not just full of sweetness and things like that. I would consider something more on the sweet side, a bit more playful, but this is like a great daytime, casual, hot summer's day type of feel. Great work fragrance. It's very bright and uplifting. Like I said, these aldehydes really give it this pop in the opening, this fresh, effervescent, and fizzy-like feel. I kind of relate heavy aldehydes in a fragrance to kind of like carbonation in a soda, where it has that brightness, gives it a little bit of a crisp edge in the top. That's what you're going to get here. This is a lovely fragrance, and you can get this one in the mid to low $20 range. I have one that came in a white tester box. Here you can see the tester sticker on the side. If it would focus, that would just be absolutely stellar, wouldn't it? It doesn't want to focus. There we go. Demonstration tester. So you can get them really cheap. Like I said, I'll try to have links down below to where you can find it. You're not going to pay over $30. Don't pay over $30 for this. You really shouldn't, because it's cheap, but it doesn't smell too basic and cheap. It's nothing super complex and really high quality either. But for the warmer weather, I think it's one of the better affordable blues out there. It is Tous Man Sport. This next one's underappreciated. I picked up this 50 ml at the rack stores. You can get it cheaper than that online, right around $35 to $40 range, and that's a good price point for this. It's kind of like a more woodsy, slightly fruitier take on YSL. Calvin Klein Defy Eau de Toilette. I do have the Eau de Parfum. It's basically a fresh leather. You know, it's and then the Parfum just recently came out. Can't wait to try that one, because this is wildly different from the Eau de Parfum, and based on the notes, the Parfum is going to be wildly different from both this and the Eau de Parfum. But this is much more of a freshie than I anticipated. The color of the juice is fitting. Very light blue. Very in the same vein as YSLY. But I go back to how we were talking about aldehydes with Tous Man Sport. That brightness, that fizzy feel. Not here. They don't have the aldehydes here, but you still get that fruitiness, that apple type of smell with a little bit of citrus. You have that ambergris musky tone, a little bit of a sage blue feel, which I don't even remember if sage is in here, but it has that smell to it, that fresh, spicy, slightly aromatic tone. And then a woody dominance here, vetiver woody combo that, like I said, in the same vein as YSLY, but a bit of a departure. I would say it's like 70% YSLY's scent profile with the twists and turns to kind of make it its own thing at the same time. 4 to 6 hours, nothing crazy good in longevity, but solid average type of stuff is where it falls into. Typically get around 5 hours on skin with this one, and it's just an easy everyday wear that does great in the warm weather, but I think can be pulled off in much more than just high heat and summer situations. I think spring, summer, fall, again, another great 3-season fragrance. This one doesn't get near enough love. I think this is actually a really good fragrance that deserves some more attention. Definitely check this one out if you haven't yet. Get your nose on it. You may end up falling in love with it. It's Calvin Klein Defy Eau de Toilette. Last but not least, I felt like we needed to round out this 5 with what I believe to be one of the best affordable summer fragrances, fresh fragrances, blue fragrances, light blue especially, it's even in the name, of all time. This is a very pivotal fragrance for me personally in my journey. This is Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Pour Homme, the original, not one of the flankers. Don't get me wrong, big fan of the flankers, but the original is a little 40 ml bottle. I've had a few bottles over the years. It's still great. Look, you're not gonna, wow everybody with crazy beastly performance. I would suggest the O Intense flanker if you want really strong performance, but they'll never, in my opinion, they'll never put out one that smells better than the original. The original's still the best smelling. You get this beautiful citrus, peppery tone. It's a little smoky from some incense woods. It's got an aquatic feel. Still to this day, super highly attractive, highly complimented fragrance, very charismatic. It's magnetic. It'll draw people in. This is good stuff. Again, average performance, about 5 hours of longevity on skin, maybe an hour, hour and a half projection, and then it's going to sit pretty close to the skin and have a nice little light trail, but nothing serious. You can get 4.2 ounce bottles for like 40 some odd dollars these days. It's so affordable. It gets forgotten and overshadowed because, look, they put out a ton of great fragrances and flankers in the light blue line. Don't get me wrong, I've never smelled one I didn't really enjoy, but I still think the original is the best smelling one. It's always best, in my opinion, to start with the original DNA for a line, which, don't get me wrong, this is a flanker in itself, the Dolce & Gabbana Pour Homme, but it spawned its own line within a line, basically, and it's one of the best smelling, fresh, and now affordable light blue fragrances ever created. It literally coined the term. It's in the name. We're talking about Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. Well, that was a quick 5 that I have to discuss with you guys today. And until next time, do me a real quick favor. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, because I do appreciate all the feedback. And I love hearing from you guys. Which of these 5 have you tried? Do you own? Are they a pass? Have you tried it and it wasn't for you? Or some of your favorite stuff? Or, this happens a lot, sitting there collecting dust and you haven't worn it in a while, and I just reminded you, hey, that's a great fragrance, I need to pull it out and spray it. Definitely let me know down in the comments. And until next time, I will say, if you get your hands on any of the 5 we talked about here in this video, give them a spray now. You'll probably end up thanking me later. Have a good one, guys.